So Adriano, you've just got out of a Mistral Spider at the Sydney Harbour Concourse doing a quick run around. You look a tad hot.
Yeah, definitely. The mod cons in 60s cars not quite like a late model car, so yeah, definitely missing the climate control today. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful vehicle, isn't it? You've got with the colour, the leather interior, it's fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. Frua design, coach builder, so Maserati car, Frua design. So yeah, it's one of the most beautiful cars of the 60s in my opinion.
And it's been in the shop with you doing some of the remodelling work. This is part of the Macau's Classic workshop that you do?
Yeah, definitely. This is something that we sort of cut our teeth on in terms of Lucas injection systems because I'm not sure if you're aware, but a lot of the restorers and mechanical people from back in the day who used to actually tune and build these things, they're no longer around. So with the help of Giacomo Bongiorno and a few of the other guys, we've been sort of designing and modelling different wheel sizes and everything to tune the Lucas injection system because it's an extremely interesting solution to fuel injection, definitely.
Okay, and it clearly works because the car's running well.
Yeah, it works. Doesn't like big changes in temperature. Part of the actual fuel distribution cap is a datum channel that runs up and down and depending on vacuum and air pressure actually. So yeah, in the summer it's sort of we want to run a different tune, but because this car's been in hibernation for a while, we actually haven't changed it up and made it a little bit easier to drive in the summer.
And what else are you working on in the workshop at the moment? Because I know you've been working for a long time on the Toyota GT. What else have you got? You've got a couple of race cars in there as well?
Yeah, so with the Macarals, we also have a racing division called the MC Corsa. So we're entered 12 cars into Ferrari Challenge, pretty much one of Australia's biggest motorsport teams in terms of car size. So yeah, we've been very busy with that. Also restoring a Toyota 2000 GT MF10 model, one of 351, which is a super important car in terms of automotive history. I think it's one of two in Australia. I've heard that there's a third one still, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, red in colour, so it was silver and hot rodded in the 70s when we found it. So bringing that back to originality has been extremely challenging, to be honest. It's not like you can go on a forum for Toyota 2000 GT and find out stuff about them. It's not like a Corolla. It's a very specific Toyota. And yeah, obviously because we're a Ferrari dealership as well, and Classica certified, to find information on Ferraris, it's a lot easier because we have sort of resources to go to, and also speaking the language is a bit easier. But when you have to restore a Japanese car and we've reached out to Toyota, Gazoo Motorsport, and to try and find or get some information on the cars, and yeah, it hasn't been a very fruitful endeavour.
Yep. And talking about the race team, you're also a driver as well as the main guy?
Yeah, well, I'm a driver, but not in Ferrari Challenge. Unfortunately, I don't have the freight for it. But yeah, I do some motorsport myself in production touring.
I'll describe that. What is the car and the format?
So what it is predominantly gentlemen drivers. So unlike Porsche Cup that has professional drivers in it, ours is still sort of gentlemen drivers. So you can enter through the program that way. We started off with something called Club Challenge, which is more of a time attack sort of based thing where you get to understand the car and what it can do, and then once you're ready to move to the next step, then you can go into Ferrari Challenge, and then after Ferrari Challenge is GT Competizione or Corse Clienti, which is also sort of GT3 stuff. Then after that you can go into F1 Clienti and all of those things. So at the moment now in Australia, the highest local based one is Ferrari Challenge, and yeah, so we have 12 drivers in our field, as I mentioned before, or in our team. Sorry, there's 16 all up currently, and it might change throughout the year with new drivers coming on.
And for the production, what are you racing personally?
Me, I drive a GT86, so a very humble car, but yeah, when you're going 10 tenths in a car, it's still fun.
Well, they do look fairly fun cars, and I haven't driven one, but they do remind me of some of the cars that I ran in the day, which was similar configuration, but obviously things have moved on over the last 20 odd years. They do look like a fun car.
Yeah, they're definitely fun. They drive more like an open wheeler. You got to carry a lot of speed in the car because the car is lackluster in terms of performance. It really teaches you to sort of drive on the limit the whole time, and you've got to keep in the right rev. If you're in the wrong gear, you can't come out of a corner correctly. So to be able to drive one of those things at max attack is quite challenging, and I love it.
Yeah. And I also heard that you had won an award recently for best aftermarket sales for Ferrari.
Yeah, after sales. I've won it again for after sales for Ferrari. But when I say, it's more of a testament to my team rather than myself. After sales department, look, I might be the organic matter that gets up and takes the trophy, but at the end of the day, if it wasn't for the team that I had, we wouldn't have got that award. So credit to the team, definitely.
Yeah. And I've met a lot of your team, and I certainly appreciate what they've done, both for me and for others that I know with various cars, and it's a well-respected team that you've built there.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, man. I'll be sure to pass on that good feedback as well.
Thank you. It's good to see you here. Cool down, and are you out again later?
Today, I don't believe so. So I think I'm going to start cooling myself down with a few refreshments, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. Cheers.